Good morning, ISC. Today is Friday, October the 10th, and it is a week 8. The AQA today is 13, and the song you just heard was Nosedive by Boy with Yuk. For today's menu, we have grilled fish with black pepper sauce, fried chicken, carrot omelette rice, as well as stirred fried pork in pita bread. Now let's get into today's news.
Everyone spent their break a little differently, and we wanted to know, how did IST students spend theirs? In this video, we hit the hallways to ask students what they did during the October holiday, from relaxing at home to traveling and spending time with family and friends. This video gives a glimpse into how our community unwinds and recharges.
So over the break, I just did some homework. I finished reading Waiting for the Barbarians. I diligently worked on my math IA, and I submitted college apps.
Over the break, we went to the United States, just north of LA, for my friend's wedding. Got to be a bridesmaid, and Mr. Haynes was the officiant person marrying them. And we had a really, really lovely time, but now I'm super jet lagged.
Want to relieve the fun of the October break? In this vlog, we will take you through some amazing moments from students' holidays, filled with adventures, laughter, and well-deserved rest. Whether it was sightseeing, exploring new places, or just enjoying quiet times, this video captures the highlights of how IST students spend the week off.
Previously on September 25th.
Cheers to Mist.
Our house is going through a deep clean right now. That's why I'm wearing a mask, because I keep inhaling dust particles, coughing and sneezing.
We're here. Woo!
I feel so sick. This is an interesting place. We're in, what is that? Bubei town? Okay, and I heard we're waiting for something. That is a big cat.
Back on campus, exciting things are happening in the Literacy Lab. In this video, we'll share the latest updates on how students and teachers have been engaging with Literacy Lab in creative ways. Plus, stay tuned for a look at the Teacher Awards, celebrating the hard work and dedication of our amazing educators.
Always ask your students to go to the Literacy Lab whenever they have a work to do?
It depends on where we are at in the process. I do encourage the students, especially when we're doing projects, to go to the Literacy Lab, and I try to give them dates or weeks when to do that.
Oh, I highly value the experience that my students gain from going to the Literacy Lab. Especially as a language acquisition teacher, it's a really good way for these students to co-construct meaning and to build their language skills through listening and speaking. But it also specifically addresses all those reading and writing skills as well.
You use cognitive coaching when there are class discussions? You ask questions to help the students think further?
Yeah, we ask lots of questions during class, absolutely. Yeah, that's all I do all day, every day, is getting the students to ask each other questions. And as a teacher, I often find it's quite useful to get out of the way and let that happen between students themselves.
I sometimes do it a little bit in class as well, so I give the opportunities for students to feel comfortable that way. So, because maybe one-on-one can sometimes be a bit daunting. So when they practice it in class and then go to the Literacy Lab, I hope they have a little bit of a better idea of what they can choose from.
Use of scars to translate butterflies. Use a power off radio to listen to the night with surging wheat waves. When meteors.
From Ms. Becca, please be reminded that the production cast have rehearsal on the Saturday. Please refer to Total for past schedules. Also, get ready for an unforgettable creative experience at the first annual 24-hour theater challenge. Gather your team of 6 to 8 students, including 1 director, 1 technician, and a group of actors, and take on the challenge of creating an original play in just 1 day. This event is open to grades 8 to 12, and will push your imagination and teamwork to the limits as you transform 3 inspirations into a live performance for an audience with only 24 hours of rehearsal and preparation. Mark your calendar for November 28 to 29 at ISB Beijing and see Ms. Becca to register for your team for this exciting event.
That's all for today's news. If you have any announcements you'd like to share with the student community, feel free to reach out to any MIST member.
Have a great night, ISC.